What up, Winbush here, and today I want to show you guys how you can properly install Cineware for Maxon Cinema 4D 2024 and Unreal Engine 5.3. Now, a few people have been hitting me up over the past couple of weeks saying that the latest version of Cineware is not working, so I'm just going to walk you through step by step on everything that you need to do to get everything working. So first off, I'm going to start off on maxon.net. I'm going to come up here to where it says products, left click on this, come down here to Cineware. And then I'm just going to scroll down here until I see the Unreal Engine logo, which we have Cineware for Unreal right here. So I'm just going to click on Learn More. And if I scroll down, you can actually see that now we have an installer for Windows or an installer for Mac OS. Now, previously, you had to download the plugin, then you had to go through and manually make the folder inside of Unreal Engine. But now it just has the exe installer, and I'm going to show you guys how to get that set up. But before we do that, Cinema 4D 2024 just released not too long ago, so we have to make sure that we go through and update everything. So to get started, I'm inside the Maxon app right now, and you can see right now at the top, it says an update for Maxon app is available. So I'm just going to update this right now and let this download. And then it says update for Maxon app is ready to install. And that's going to bring up this installer right here. So I'm just going to leave everything at default. One of the big things that I tell people is you probably want to make sure whenever you're installing any application, you probably want to put it on your C drive, and that makes sure that everything goes along smoothly. Sometimes when you install stuff on different drives, a lot of times plugins won't recognize it. So I always install everything on a default drive, and that helps alleviate any problems. So now that we have the Maxon app updated, what I'm going to do is I'm going to update Cinema 4D to 2024, and I'm also going to update the Redshift. I'll update the other stuff later, but for this example, I'm just going to update those two. So on the app, I'm just going to update Cinema 4D right here, actually hit update, and let this install. And then I'll do the same thing for Redshift here in a moment. So looking at the Maxon app, everything is updated. So we have Cinema 4D 2024, and then we have Redshift version 3.5.19. And now I'm going to take a look at Cineware 2024, in which we downloaded from Maxon.net. I'm just going to double click on this, and now this is going to give us a setup for Cineware version, and this is going to be 2024.8. And if you're using the wrong version of Cinema 4D, it's going to give you a warning. So make sure you updated Cinema 4D before you did this. And so now I'm going to click on next. And this is the version that everybody's having issues with. And so I'm going to make sure that it installs for Unreal Engine 5.3. So these are the three versions that I currently have installed on my system here. So now that I have everything that I want, I'm just going to click on next. And then I'm going to make sure that it's going into the marketplace folder. So we have our C drive, programs, Epic Games, Unreal Engine. This one's going to 5.1. I'm going to click on next. And then this version is going to 5.2. Same thing, click on next. And then right here where it says destination, I noticed that it says OneDrive Documents version 5.3, in which you wanted to have it match this one up here. So engine, plugins, marketplace, just like the previous folder. So if I actually go back, you can see right here, I'm actually just going to hit Control C to copy it, because this is the file structure that we want, but instead of 5.2, we want 5.3. So if I click next again, let me just paste it in here, and then I'm going to hit the search bar. And I'm actually going to look for the version that is 5.3. So right here under Epic Games, and I have this installed on my C drive. Come down here, look for engine, plugins. I'm going to come down here and let's look for marketplace, in which it doesn't look like we have a marketplace folder in here. So what I'm going to do is actually open up a new folder, and I'm going to look for my Unreal Engine installation. So I'm going to come in here. Let's look for Epic Games, Unreal 5.3, come to engine, come down here to plugins. If I come down here to the M's, you can see there's none for marketplace. So I'm just going to make a new folder. I'm just going to name this one marketplace, like so. So now if I come back to the installer, let me actually go back. I'm going to click on this. Let's go back in here, look for 5.3, come down here to engine, come down here to plugins, and let's look for marketplace, which we have right there. So if I select this, now this is the correct format in which you need to install it. So this is probably the caveat that's giving a lot of people errors, but make sure you're inside the plugins folder and marketplace, and everything should work. So now from here, I'm just going to click on next, make sure everything is going to install, click on next again, and then we're going to open up Unreal Engine after this is done. So on my Epic Games launcher open right now, I'm just going to come over here to 5.3, click on launch like we normally do. And let's wait for this to load up. And then that's going to bring us to our Unreal project browser. So I'm just going to save it to the desktop. Let's just type this in as Cineware for the project name. And I'm just going to, I'll turn on ray tracing, don't really need to. Blank project, just click create. And now we have Unreal Engine 5.3 opened up. So to make sure everything properly installed, I'm going to come up here to edit, come down here to plugins, and then set up my search. I'm just going to type in Cinema. You should see Cineware by Maxon. It's going to have 2024.8, and that means everything installed properly. So hopefully this helped you guys out. I think that caveat that's catching a lot of people off guard is that marketplace folder. I've noticed whenever I open up the executable file, it works for 5.1, 5.2, but for some reason for 5.3, it wanted to throw it inside the document. So make sure you properly install it in the place that it needs to go, and you should be good. So if this did help you out, make sure you leave me a comment down below. Make sure you check out my previous tutorials on how we have the update now for Redshift inside of Cinema 4D. And I'm going to be doing a lot more tutorials from Cinema to Unreal, especially with some of the power stuff and VDBs. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. And until next time, stay fresh, keep creating, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'll see you soon. Take care.